So into the ring is 19-year-old Anushervon FAZYLOV. His opponent, 21-year-old Mwengo MWALE of Zambia.
Round one.
This is action in the round of 32 in the men's 54-kilogram bantamweight division between boxers from Tajikistan and Zambia. And the southpaw, wearing red, is 19-year-old Anushervon FAZYLOV, part of a maximum-size 13-strong Tajikistan boxing team, and he comes to the ring as the newly minted Asian under-22 champion at 54 kilograms from the continental event that was staged in Colombo in July. The man looking to find a home for that right hand is Mwengo MWALE, tournament number 2 seed, 21 years of age, part of a 7-strong Zambian boxing team. And he took all Africa Games silver as he lands a good left hand, and then right hand successes against the southpaw in between his open defenses. But his all Africa Games silver coming in the 2023 edition that was delayed until 2024 in the Ghanaian capital, Accra. Right hand over the top again from MWALE. So FAZYLOV flailing shots going in, but getting the better of these exchanges as the leather is flying. Here's MWALE. Oh, that was a low blow on the blind side of the ref. It was a bolo backhand that dipped beneath the belt line. He's trying to give his man angles, is FAZYLOV, but he's being picked off pretty consistently. What a two-shot combination, and you saw the right leg of FAZYLOV come off the ground. And he's being worked over to the body once again. Burst of shoe-shine punches behind the elbows. And he's really beginning to find the range on his man now, controlling his distance and landing with hurtful shots down to the body in a bid to bring the hands down. Now he's checking the chin of FAZYLOV, and he's got to hold on. He's been hit consistently through this passage of the round, and his defenses are all over the place. And another double right hand. Dips his knees, swivels his chin, but he's remaining resolute and going in search of his get back. Another left-right combination over the low-held defenses of FAZYLOV, and it's all well and good boxing with low-held hands, but his chin has been found regularly by the man from Tanzania. There he had success during the exchange, but I think there's little doubt about the winner of that first 3 minutes. It will be the man in blue. Some of the action from that first round. Clean sweep of the cards in favor of Mwengo MWALE. What adaptation can FAZYLOV and his corner team come up with? Because that was a difficult 3 minutes endured by the man in red. He never stopped competing, and he had his moments of success, but he was scored upon all too frequently for the Tajikistan corner's liking, surely.
Round two.
So we move into the second round, and a right hand on the resumption, followed by a left, and Mwengo finding his man immediately on the end of pinpoint precise punches. Really set about his man right from the opening bell. And again, I have to remember that he's only 19 years of age, but again, you see his low-held hands aren't providing any type of defense whatsoever. As another left-right combination shakes him down to his boots. And from my commentary position here ringside, I just get the impression that these shots from MWALE are having an increasingly pronounced effect here now. There's a nice counter left hand from FAZYLOV. Scoring right hand to the sternum, but you see the disruptive effect that the left hand from MWALE had when FAZYLOV was looking to load up. His singlet's coming out of his jersey at the rear. That's going to have to get readjusted by his corner team. So his issues mounting by the minute here. Right hand lead again, followed by another success from MWALE. Trying to play counter puncher. There's another right hand, slams home and lands flush. He has got some chin, this 19-year-old. But I've not noticed any discernible change in his approach after the first round that he endured, that was conceded unanimously. Inaccurate with the southpaw backhand. Right hand to the body, left uppercut to the head from MWALE. Are the looping punches that are being unfurled by MWALE. And there is the call of time from the referee so that the belt line can be made visible. And you see, this isn't supposed to be happening. Brief timeout almost. Coaching instruction, didn't do it right the first time, so back you go to the corner and some more instructions will be issued. And I don't think I've seen a waistband take this long to get adjusted in international competition. But good corner work there. Give your man some time to recover, give him some more instructions that he can hope to carry out. The legs getting tangled between the orthodox and southpaw boxer, resulting in that untidy trip to the canvas. So has that brief impromptu intermission been enough for FAZYLOV to just see his energy levels recover a little? He's adopting a different approach since that talking to in the corner. Now on the back foot, using the space of the ring, and did score with a nice left cross. But then when trying to disengage with his hands down and chin up, he's picked off by another backhand once again. But there has been some adaptation from FAZYLOV in the final moments of that second round. But MWALE, for my money, in complete control. He took the first round unanimously, and for the first, 2 minutes and 30 seconds of round number 2, it was almost an instant replay. Have to credit the competitive spirit of the man in red, but I just think he was scored upon too often. He had his own successes, but I think he took far too much in comparison to those successes in order to take the round. Oh, wow. Well, I do find that surprising. 3 scoring judges have scored the second round in favor of FAZYLOV, which means that we have 3 tied scores of 19 points apiece. And I must confess that is not what I observed from ringside here at the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Center over the course of the second round.
Your third and final round.
So as we move into the third and final round, a contest where the man in blue appeared to be in control is now suddenly in the balance, because the three of the scoring judges 1, 2 and 5, scored the second round in favor of FAZYLOV. And from where I was sitting, he was tagged pretty consistently for the first 2.5 minutes of the round as a howitzer of a right cross checks the chin of FAZYLOV once again. And he's got this loose-limbed, low-held hand style, but his reflexes haven't been sharp enough tonight to avoid the incoming offense as another right hand crashes home. Simply hasn't been able to avoid the incoming fire from MWALE. There he lands with a good southpaw backhand. But again, this little exchange we've had where the dominant boxer in the exchange is the man in blue and pockets of success for the man in red, that was my perspective of round number 2. But yet 3 of the scoring judges scored it in favor of FAZYLOV. It's going to be very difficult. You see, on the back foot, and that's running for my money and then claiming his man around the waist. Spoiling tactics being employed by FAZYLOV, and he's just giving the impression of a boxer who's coming apart a little bit here in the face of this incessant pressure being applied by MWALE. So lots of clinching being implemented. That's a good right hand to the body on the resumption from MWALE. He's turned southpaw now to make it an old port-sided affair as shots going in underneath from MWALE, really testing the abdomen of FAZYLOV. And in stark contrast, look how slow his punches were as they came in a circular fashion. There's a nice crisp right hook on the inside, and as he leaned forward, it was almost like a blatant headbutt, but I think he was dipping down to try and find some room for his hands on the inside. And in what is now an all southpaw affair, the heads came together forcefully at close range. MWALE has switched back to the orthodox stance, looking to peck and poke his way to victory is FAZYLOV. Quite as he takes another right hand over the top. MWALE looking to keep the attack going. Well, the mouthpiece has come out from MWALE. He doesn't want to be walking a tightrope in terms of getting on the wrong side of the referee. Only the first time the mouthpiece has been dislodged. In IBA boxing, it's generally after 3 displacements of the gum shield that a point will be deducted. But you don't want to give the referee any reason to consider issuing a warning and taking a point. Closing seconds of the 3rd round. And again, I'll put my cards on the table. I think this has been a convincing, commanding round in favor of MWALE. But I thought that in the 2nd round, not to the extent that he's produced here by checking the chin of FAZYLOV repeatedly. But quite frankly, I'm stunned that this contest is even in the balance, or was even in the balance, entering the 3rd and final round. So how will the scoring judges decide the outcome of round number 3? Because for my money, that was pretty one-way traffic. He's one tough teenager, is FAZYLOV, but I think he took an awful lot for the successes that he endured, or the successes that he enjoyed. I think he endured an awful lot coming in the direction from MWALE. But let's get the official particulars. And again, given what happened after the 2nd round, it could well be split.
Ladies and gentlemen, over on Ring B, your winner by split decision. In the blue corner, representing Zambia, Mwengo MWALE.
Well, the right man has won, but I am absolutely staggered that a judge can see the final round in favor of FAZYLOV. Because for my money, he was comprehensively outboxed and scored upon consistently with heavy, accurate punches by the man who was just offering a silent prayer of thanks at the conclusion of the contest. So the right man goes through to the round of 16, and that is the tournament number 2 seed, Mwengo MWALE of Zambia, and he will face off against Kumara of Sri Lanka in the round of 16. A very good display, credit to the toughness and commitment demonstrated by FAZYLOV, and will no doubt see the teen sensation from Tajikistan in tournaments to come. But he met a man with a deeper level of experience here, and MWALE was able to make it count.